So just have my inside my Hemingway cafe here. Have my drink, and you're just gonna start to enjoy the night. Basically, should be good. The night gonna be unfolding. Might be getting a bike out in a minute, but I'm gonna go get my protein bar for now. The lovely people are out and about. Couples, we've got families, we've got groups of babes. And yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good night. I love walking up and down this place, to be honest. Where else can I just get an opera singer any day of the week? Just been down to the cathedral as well. I do love that cathedral. I love a Catholic cathedral in general. I don't quite love them as much as I love the Orthodox churches. That's just on a different level of spirituality for me. But yeah, I do love a Catholic cathedral. And I've already done one little approach as well this evening. It's interesting, the boys in the entourage are talking about stops a lot. It seems to be something that's been drilled a lot with recent students. So something I'm definitely going to revisit, because I'm pretty fucking haphazard with it, to be honest. I just sort of, it's not efficient as such. Here I am on a pit stop, just in my little cafe. Love this place, absolutely love it. And just done quite a fun little approach. There was a group of student teachers, so that was kind of interesting, having a good conversation with them. Gracias. Leche normal, gracias. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. Good conversation, good banter. It's 3 girls, 1 guy. I actually had quite good banter with the guy in the end. But he did tell me the girl I was interested in, she got a boyfriend. So all good though, to be honest with you, all good. And then one of them at the end when I left was like, I don't know, she kind of came over and shook my hand and stuff. Like, she was quite nice, but I felt like I'd already played my hand with the other one. So yeah, just gonna get my coffee now, decaf, as you might have heard. And then I'm gonna go get on a little bike, so that should be good. The night continues. Okay, so here we are, scooter tours. Here we go. Nice quiet street actually, this is a good one. Not the easiest navigation, to be fair. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, somehow I managed to get into a traffic jam. There we go, let's speed past this guy. I think I'm going to get overtaken by an actual motorbike here. Right, wacky racers coming up. Here we go. So I'm on one of these scooters, they're pretty nippy, but this is live action streaming. Ooh, sounds like a club. Just that guy's radio. Right. I've got the in-drive taxi guy here. It's racing. Let's get off by. Oh, we're going onto a deserted street. Shit, what the fuck's going on here? Roadworks. Let's see if we can make it round here. guy's looking at me like I'm a little bit crazy. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios. Yes. We have a problem. I don't think I can get around there. This little Kit Kat. Out of the way. Out of the way, boy. Buenas noches. Right, this is tricky scenario. I'm gonna have to see if I can go left up here. We're gonna go up the hill. This is never before filmed, never before streamed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up this hill on the left hand side because it's a one way. Got the church up there. Let's see if the scooter will actually make it. This is a pretty steep hill if I remember correctly. Right, what are we saying up here? Fuck. Right, we're going off the beaten track now. This is out of the tourist zone. Now we're going into the hood, into the favelas, in the barrio. Now my serious question is, how the hell do I get back to the civilized world? Let's try this street around here. So we're gonna Colmado there. Let's try this way. Buenas noches. Let's try this way down here. I should really have a GoPro for this type of surface. Fuck's sake. I think I know where we are. Yeah. Some little ruins here. The nighttime tour. Jesus Christ. Fucking atrocious roads. Not exactly ideal with a single hand. Oh my god, it's gonna get worse. Don't know how I'm gonna do this right. There we go, we're back on track. We made it through. We made it through the crazy surface there. But I think my scooter's a little bit worse for wear actually. It's not feeling great. Oh shit. Right, we're gonna go down this street and then I'm gonna log off because I need to actually check something on the scooter. Oh yeah, the bachata bar. Buenas noches. So we're on a bit of a piratical maneuver here. It's actually an illegal maneuver to come down into the park, but I just wanted to show something, which is this right here. This house is currently being restored, but Restauración del Alcázar de Colón. You can see what it is. I mean, it was already in good condition, so they must be really just speccing it up. But yes, this was the house that Christopher Columbus built. His son resided there as well. So some real history here. Let's cruise back through the park. Yeah, you can't really see, but there's like random slabs as well that have been removed. So we'll have to navigate these. We're gonna make our way back up to the roads again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's have a look at the river as well. We can just quickly stop here. Nice little tourist, nice little tour. Cannons, obviously. So yeah, you can see the river here, and I'm gonna zoom in. Actually, a couple of years ago, I was living in that apartment there, the white apartment. It was like a dream to live there, and then I saw a studio came available. I was like, wow, let's go. So I lived across the other side of the river, but it kind of got a bit of a pain coming across here into the main city, so I'll move back. But yeah, here we are. It's my ferocious steed right here, my scooter. Let's get back on the road. Okay, the pit stop. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go through my favorite residential area here. That's the Spanish cultural embassy, cultural center. Quality quality electrical cables here. Jesus Christ. Get a better grip on this phone. So just taking a nice stroll. This is the Caribbean Sea right there. So here we are, Friday 10:30 p.m. That was pretty sick on the old scooter earlier on. That was fun. Cruising around the zone. Did a couple of approaches. Did, as I say, one on the Colombian girl, which was strange. She was she didn't really enjoy the approach. Weird. And then I saw her on a road later on in Häagen-Dazs. Weird. And then I did another approach on, yeah, it was a group set. It was a group set that actually went quite well, and I enjoyed that approach as well. That's fucking sick. Girl in an orange dress on the back of a motorbike. So yeah, so those were the two approaches for the evening. No contacts out of either of those, which is strange. But anyway, it's been a good evening, to be honest with you. Part of me is actually looking forward to coming to the end of my year-long immersion, because like at the moment I actually basically won't allow myself to. I can bottle an approach, but I really don't want to bottle a night. I think I bottled 1 or 2 nights over the whole year, which is fucking fine. But yeah, it's all solo, man. It's all solo the whole time. One interesting point out here is cold approach is perfectly normal in this part of the world. Like daytime cold approach is normal here. The interesting thing was, in the club that I was in previously, I was like approaching more than the locals, which was quite interesting. It's almost like the locals got beaten into submission by the music and the environment of the club, whereas I'm very seasoned there. And I was like, well, this is easy, bang, 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 3 approaches, all pretty good, to be honest. It's like a weird experiment, isn't it, this whole thing? So, yeah, one of the things with cold daytime approach out here, it's always hit and miss, but it's very much hit and miss in the sense of how you're perceived. A lot of street daytime hustlers will approach women in the street. A lot of players approach women in the street. It's really common. It's possibly a little bit more of a lower class thing to do, although middle class guys do also do it sometimes. Upper class guys definitely don't. It's something like, it's weird, I've seen it on like these local reality TV shows, they talk about this. And the upper class guys find it amazing. The lower class guys do daytime cold approach. It's kind of fucking interesting. They do social circle. They just have these elite social circles that don't hang out with anyone else, and they've just got their own little thing going on. Yeah, very interesting. So I sometimes feel there's a little bit of that. It's kind of like the guys who are approaching women are like sex tourists and kind of lower class guys. Although I'm not one of those guys, maybe it's my own perception, but sometimes I feel like there's a note of suspicion in a way. What I found mainly in the UK was it was mainly surprise. The girls here are not surprised to be approached, not at all. So it has its plus points and its down points. I think overall it is a plus, though. I think overall it is a plus. Yeah, they're not the easiest women either. They're definitely not the easiest women. My friend who lives on this island, who's in 4 figures, which anyone who actually goes out and you know, gets about it, knows 4 figures is first of all, it's pathological. Most of all, he's actually embarrassed about it, but I do believe him because I've seen him in action, and feral is an understatement. Like, he doesn't do cold approach to get numbers. He does cold approach to shag right there. If he can, he'll get a girl from the street straight back to his apartment. Then he'll go back out into the street and go again. The guy is a complete monster. Absolute fucking monster. He's literally bent my mind as to what I think is even possible. Like, we were supposed to get a bus together a few months ago, and he ended up having to get a later one, and he messaged me later on saying, dude, it's a good job we didn't get the same bus, because I pulled on the bus. Yeah, I was groping this girl's tits and stuff like this. Like, the woman he just sat next to on the bus. You know, but it's like, it's all consensual, do you know what I mean? He's just a feral animal. He brings out the animal in them. But anyway, he said to me, like, he doesn't find the young hot girls, he doesn't find them that easy here. He says, like, he actually finds them some of the hardest. You know, and he's got with a lot of girls. A lot of them are older though, and I suspect I know some of the reasons for it. There's like, first of all, there's no pill here. People aren't on the pill. There's also no abortion. Abortion is a crime. And the hot young babes, they know what they've got, and they're not willing to. Depends on the scenario. Obviously, they have their moments, but as a general rule, they're not getting pissed going out shagging random guys. There'll always be some, you know, some boyfriend figure on the horizon, or they've got their options or whatever. But it's a different kind of thing. They're definitely looking for boyfriends and husbands from dot, man. From about 20, to be honest. Literally from about 20. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I've had like 20-year-olds out here, like some of them like tearing a strip off me because I don't know, they see me with another girl or something like that after one date, and they're fucking pissed off. They're like, you know, I thought you. I'm like, mate, chill out. We've been on one date. So yeah, island experiences. There's so many experiences out here. But I still prefer that. Everything I've said, it's not even a critique. I think it's very natural, the way they behave. I think it's very natural. I think it's natural for the men to approach, and I think it's natural for the women to be cautious. As a general pattern, there's always exceptions, but as a general pattern, yeah, it's an interesting one. I found like it's definitely the smarter, more educated girls. They've been the ones who've been, in a way, they're easier. It's kind of interesting. In a way, they're just easier. It's weird. So yeah, money laundering casinos here. So many casinos on this road. There's another one just there, Sheraton. There's one behind that. All these casinos, like, people cannot afford to gamble in here. The average salary is like less than $1,000. It's like $700, between $600 and $800 average. $1,000 is a good salary. Like, people ain't fucking gambling in a place like that. It's all money laundering, man. I figured this out on my first year. I was like, how does a place like that stay open? It doesn't make any sense. Until I realized, yeah, it does. But it makes a lot of sense. On the old Gangland Island. So, yeah, winding the night down, I think there's a small possibility I may go to a club. I'm gonna go and have dinner first. It's getting on towards 11. I'll see where I am. I feel a little bit kind of like worn out, so maybe won't make the club, but I don't want to rule it out. So anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there.